So if you know any animals who are looking for a home, just tell them to swing by here. So this is a good shot. Arnie sleeping in the background. Noah, what are your expectations for Bitcoin yield on MicroStrategy for the next 3 years? Well, what's the average return on Bitcoin? I think for the last decade has been about, I've heard anywhere from 40% to 60%. So don't take the numbers that I say here on the live show without any notes or anything. Like, take it with a grain of salt. I had somebody in the comment yesterday. It's probably a sign that the channel's growing, but somebody was like, oh, simple math on the calculator suggests that MicroStrategy is only buying 38.735 Bitcoin per day. I'm like, what? Okay, good for you. You can use a fucking calculator. Like, is there much difference between 45 million and 38.735 Bitcoin? Like, the point is that it's a lot of Bitcoin every day. That's the point, right? Like, we don't need to get into nobody likes the actually guy. So anyways, 40, 60% per year. That's what Bitcoin's been generating. And MicroStrategy itself has been outpacing that by what, 2 or 3 times. So I don't know. I think it's going to be a lot higher than people think. I hate giving predictions on anything. But the one prediction that I did make for MicroStrategy is that I think they're going to probably do another stock split before the end of this bull run, probably in 2025. And I think the reason they're going to do that is because most people won't be able to afford one share. That's pretty much all stock splits are, is like human psychology. Because back when MicroStrategy was trading at 1,500 per share, they did the stock split and it dropped, obviously 10-to-1 stock split. It dropped to $150. That's much more, as far as, human psychology in terms of the unit bias. $150 share is much easier than a $1,500 share. So what did MicroStrategy even open at today? Are the markets open today? The one thing about Bitcoin is it's always open. Oh, there you go. Hit $300 today. So since the stock split, it's doubled, because I'm pretty sure they did the stock split at 1,500 or less even than that. And it's currently at $300 US right now for MicroStrategy shares. Wow. I posted a video. It's from like an older live, but I posted it because I was talking about MicroStrategy. And I was talking about, buying MicroStrategy for, it's under $200, I said at the time. And somebody in the comments yesterday, I spent some time cleaning up the comments, replying to some yesterday. But somebody asked, where are you getting MicroStrategy shares for less than $200? But this video I was talking about, Saylor becoming a Bitcoin bank. This is before he announced anything. And I said, it was under $200. And I said, this is an older clip. I just wanted to bring it up to, because it's still very relevant. So it's $300 today. And so let's say that Bitcoin, this is the crazy thing. Let's get to this right now. I sent about 4 or 5 memes here. So we got some memes to watch today, or to look at. We got some videos to watch. How are we doing for time? Okay, we're good. Holy, there's a lot in here. Okay, let's look at this chart, and it kind of shows you what I'm talking about here. So Noah asked, my expectations for Bitcoin yield on MicroStrategy for the next 3 years. So my only prediction for MicroStrategy this bull run for the next 3 years is that they do another stock split. And so if you look at Bitcoin historically, after a halving, I think the last one, it went from 5,000 to 65,000. So it went like 11, 12x the price of Bitcoin. And keep in mind, that was before Wall Street was here. That was before any countries were buying Bitcoin. That was before any countries were mining Bitcoin. That was before we had a Bitcoin-friendly president here. It went 11x, 12x, somewhere in there, last bull run. So just assuming that, let's say we do 10x. Let's say the price of Bitcoin in the next 4 years, I'd say that's a fairly conservative estimate. In the next, between now and November 11, 2028, we 10x. That means that the MicroStrategy share will go from 300 to 3,000 with a stock split somewhere in there. That's why I said they are probably going to do a stock split, because it's hard for people to buy a share for $3,000. So this chart here, I think, just kind of gives a good representation of where we are today, because I know it feels like, we're 150% up this year. In the last 6 days, we went from 68,000 to 82,000 US. But as this show is called today, Bitcoin is just getting started. So look at this chart. This shows you that we haven't even started moving yet. These are the last 3 halvings: 2012, 2016, and 2020. And you can see here where it starts moving up. We're 158 days to the longest. We've kind of gone sideways, which is a very strong indicator, for one, in terms of price. But you can see it's been 158 days since the halving. And look what happened in 2012, 2016, 2020. We haven't even started that yet. So this stretches out to be, I think this would have been about November 2021. So between, today, November 11, 2024, and next year at this time, November 11, 2025, that's where we're going to see this. And again, 2012, 16, 20, that was before Wall Street showed up. That was before there was an ETF. So I don't know what the yield on that would be, but, very conservatively, I think that without any stock split, the MicroStrategy shares will be $3,000, very conservatively. So then you do a stock split on that again, and I don't know. It's kind of the crazy thing is, like, if you would have bought a MicroStrategy share in August 2024, you paid $120. So you had that, let's say you had 5 shares, $120. They do a stock split. All of a sudden you got 50 shares of MicroStrategy. And so obviously the price went down to what it should be based on the stock split, but then it keeps going up. And then in maybe 2 years from now, a year and a half from now, they do another stock split. So all of a sudden you have 500 shares now in MicroStrategy.